Hey, you guys, it's the Yoruba Goddess Chaotic, and I just wanted to come back to you guys with a quick chat about corruption, government, and things of that nature. Ekale, Ekara, Ekason. Just a reminder that English is my second language, and I am the Yoruba Goddess Chaotic. So, Yoruba or Mole saw. So, Yoruba Mole saw, dear, that means so I'm gonna speak Yoruba a little bit here, a little bit there, period. But yeah, I just want to speak about corruption in government and things of that nature, and just that first of all, I would like to say that sometimes people will use other people as bargaining tools, but you cannot do that. You cannot use someone else as a bargaining tool for you. But people don't understand that that's what happens every single day. You are utilized, you are used as someone else's get out of jail free ticket. You see what I'm saying? Like someone could potentially trade your life for theirs. In most cases, that will happen. You will switch your you if you had a chance to save yourself versus someone else, yeah, most people would do that. So you have to keep that in mind. A lot of people are sleeping, but there's a lot of people that are very much awake, and therefore, the people that are sleeping continue to stay asleep if they don't get an understanding and wake up out of their slumber. You're slumbering while people are moving about very actively, very consciously moving about while you're still sleeping because you want to limit yourself to the confines of society, and that's not beneficial to you at all, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of the people that don't get this realization often are the ones that are sacrificed, just saying. Intermission. Also, sometimes people wanna stay connected to their culture, even if they may not look like the general representation, but that's the best part about us, isn't it? Our differences, right? Variety is the spice of life, right? So, if someone wants to tap into their culture and remain in touch and in tune with their culture, that's their right to do so, and proudly so. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your culture to start withering away. You want it to remain strong. You want it to have representation in the future and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Basically the same thing. In the future and beyond. To infinity and beyond. But it's like, yeah. So when you're seeing that people want to remain in tune, don't try to shun them because it's not going to make a difference anyway. Just try to, maybe, help the culture and push them forward, because a lot of people, they support people that would not speak up for them. Whereas the people that are trying to speak up for them and are willing to speak up for them and have no problem speaking up for others barely get the support that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? And it's the people that are being supported that aren't stepping up to the plate. And often the people that support those type of people get frustrated. But don't get frustrated now. You know the people that you're supporting. You think you know them. You always think you know someone until you realize that you don't. Period. You know what I'm saying? So like, and also I don't believe that you know anyone until they're, on the level that they strive to be because everyone's playing coy, playing, jeje, playing relax, because they don't want to ruffle any feathers while they're trying to get to where they're going. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, uh, people that are not free, as far as financially free, you know, mentally free, and all of those things, they're gonna play by the rules of the patriarchy, society, and the matrix, or whatever you want to call it. They're gonna play by those rules, and then as soon as they make it to where they want to be, you're gonna see the real them. So, like now, for instance, let's say if I'm where I want to be, there's always room for improvement. So I'm never where I want to be because I always there's always room for improvement, but, you know, are you comfortable where you're at and free at the same time? That's a big one. But yeah, a lot of people are not. So they're going to do what they have to do. And once they get to where they want to be, that's where you're going to see the real them. You know what I'm saying? So everyone that you're moving around with, most people aren't exactly where they want to be. So you don't really know them. So you can judge now, but every time someone reaches another level that they feel is like of a success, you're gonna see a different version of them. You're gonna see a version of them that's closer to their higher self. You're gonna see a version of them that's closer to the version that they strive to be ultimately. Everyone, I don't know. I feel like, your life's work is you becoming your best self. You know what I'm saying? Developing into exactly who you see yourself, who you envision yourself to be. But some people don't really have those type of visions. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I sure did from wee little girl. I'm a wee little girl to now. You know what I'm saying? Some things are just destiny. I don't know, maybe. So it is what it is. But even if you don't know from a young age, you can also develop it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people lose themselves throughout their walk of life and they have to remind themselves who they are. You know what I'm saying? And the closer you get to freeing yourself, the more you'll realize you'll come into that self-realization, self-actualization. You know what I'm saying? Maslow's hierarchy, you know what I'm saying? I posted it on my website, the-goddessuniverse.com in the newsletter section, I believe. So yeah, go and support your girl. I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? Period. Okay. So back to the topics. So corruption in government. So what I wrote was the systems aren't working. This is where the rubber meets the road, the time that we're in right now. The systems are not working. They were never really working. Um, I feel, well, it seems like it was a lot of cover up to make them seem like they're working. But now that everyone has collectively kind of risen in consciousness a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We're aware that the systems that were in place were not the most secure, were not the most, you know, well thought out for safety and things of that nature. So, yeah, the systems are not working. So, right now is the time to kind of not revolutionize or anything like that, maybe, I don't know, but is to reform, possibly. Is that a better word? I don't know. But it's time to update the programming, update the systems, update the networks, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not working. They're heavily flawed. So let's start patching those flaws. You know what I'm saying? IT talk. Can't help it. And I say people will use you as bargaining tools for their benefits. Your job, your your thing to do is not to be used as someone else's bargaining tools. You see what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Mobad. And the reason why I say sometimes people are used as bargaining tools. Who knows? I'm at this point. I'm just going to be speculating, but a scenario could also be maybe they had insurance on his life, and maybe either come back or insurance on his life. You know what I'm saying? So to pay back maybe some debt that was owed by Music Group or whatever, whatever. So F them, number one, unsubscribe, all of that. F them. Like what the period. Okay. But anyways, let me hush. It is what it is. But shout out to my country, Nigeria, for stepping up, having his back, and not letting it rest. And until what's his name, Sam Larry, that whack. Let me not. Until these people are found and maybe street justice happens. Who knows? Who knows? You know? So it is what it is. But all I know is people trying to really get it out the mud. He was a carpenter, like, that's honest money. That's an honest day's work. That's the best type of work. You know what I'm saying? Carpenter. He was stacking his bread. He was doing what he had to do. And just because someone might not look or have a certain characteristic that you want them to have, doesn't mean that they need it. If they were able to make it so far without what you think that they need, then who are you? Everyone is flawed in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying that he was doing what he had to do for himself and his family. But let me go on. So just stop trying to use people as bargaining tools for you and expect them not to try to stand up for themselves and, you know, be have dignity within themselves. That's crazy. People are gonna have dignity within themselves. People are gonna stand up for themselves, even if you wanna use them as bargaining tools for your benefit or not, okay? You better you better explain to people, have conversations with people, and if you can't do that, don't use them in your bargaining tools, period. It's never gonna work out so well for you, period. People like to pretend that they don't hear you. Mobad was speaking out. He was saying what was going on with him, but because of corruption, because of backdoor deals potentially, because of these type of things, you know what I'm saying? It 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 just messes up the whole system. These are part of the discrepancies within the systems that I'm discussing, be it industry, be it government, be it what have you. There's discrepancies all through and through, up and down, straight up and down. As the youth and as those that are able to influence the ones that are even younger than us, it's time to speak up. You know what I'm saying? We have okay, there's a lot to lose, yes, 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 but there's so much more to gain for the future for speak up. You know what I'm saying? If people like me can speak up, why aren't your favorite musicians, artists, all these people speaking up as much as they could? They can do more. They can. You know what I'm saying? No but people like to pretend they don't hear stuff, you know what I'm saying, until it gets to this type of a point. Why does it have to get to this point? Why can't you just support people? Like I don't like to speak on things without coming up with solutions. So I came up with some solutions and I hope that you comment and, add your own solutions and speak out. You know what I'm saying? Stop pretending that you don't hear things when people are saying it and and bring attention to it. If okay, so some solutions. So the government is corrupt and everyone is after self. Everyone is after their own self, protection, right? Which is understandable. So knowing that, knowing that us younger folks have to step up because the older generation, they may not understand things like from our point of view, our perspective. And I'm not saying that they're in our way of making true progress, but the older generation is how dare someone like old, like 50 years old, Sam Larry, start interrupting young people's business? Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of our stop that. Stop trying to force our hand because you have to utilize someone else to you have to break someone else down to come up. And that's weak as hell to me. Like, why can't you come up on your own? Like women like me, getting it up out the mud, not having to, you know, do backdoor deals behind someone else's name and life. You know what I'm saying? That's weak as hell. That's the lowest form. I would not want no man like that. Nope. Nope. Give me that money, but get out of my face. Period. The fuck? So my solution, just a couple of them that came to mind quickly as I was jotting this down, was as far as like the music entertainment, especially in Afrobeats, Nigerian music especially. My quick solutions, I don't know if we can make this come true. My quick solution would just be that we have a pure music group. Who knows? We can potentially name it after Mobad. Mobad Music Group. Boom boom. MMG baby. The new MMG. Okay. Period. And it will have this type of a music group or this type of a label. If someone creates it, maybe we can all create it. Who knows? I don't know. This type of label will have integrity, and people will want to join this type of music group because it's backed up by compliance and it has integrity and things of that nature, and it should be a stamp, a board approved entertainment group stamp, that if you have this stamp, you're a legitimate board approved or what have you music group that don't do backdoor deals. Everything is upfront. We should create that. Okay, my generation, can we do that for our generation and the younger generation and start kind of exiting out all of the bad practices? Because it's not going to end well if it continues this way, as you can clearly see. Mhm. Another would be support your local artists, especially if you see them coming up, so they don't have to sign shiesty deals and things of that nature, so they can continue to feed their family. Some of them don't even want to sign deals in the first place. They like being, a free agent, independent artist. So support them. If they make good music, support them, push it out. I do it Just from the bottom of my heart, when I be liking posts and sharing stuff, it's to put it out there so that more people can receive it. That's the point. It's not to get clout or whatever. Honey, I am clout. Let me just tell my life story. That is clout. Okay, and if I wanted to, if I was desperate for it, I would do it right now, but I don't because there's so many other things that I could push out there that I feel is more important at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So support your local artists, push their stuff out. Stop this jealousy stuff because at the end of the day, what's meant for you is going to be for you. Period. You see what I'm saying? Can we all understand that? What's meant for you is for you, no matter when it comes. And honestly, haters will try to like delay. That's all they can do, but they can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes in that delay, you gain even more confidence, more awareness, and strengthen your craft and you strengthen your talents. Period. So it all works for the benefit of you, especially if you have a mentality that can, understand these things easily. You know what I'm saying? It allows you to kind of just brush past all the nonsense. But I think I'm gonna stop there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you support Mobad and donate. There's a lot going on with that right now, and I don't know every intricate detail. You know what I'm saying? Especially being that I'm over here, especially being that I have a lot going on myself. You know what I'm saying? With the Dash Goddess Universe and Park and the Yoruba Goddess King Audit or whatever. So but please go and support and search and donate. But I know it's a little bit complicated still. But thank you guys for joining me. It's raining outside and I had took a nap and I was like, you know what? Let me make this quick video. I'm about to go wash my face with my JK Beauty skincare routine. Okay. Get into it, ladies. Okay. Period. Period. Okay. But anyway, let me stop rambling. If you like this video, make sure you comment and comment any additional solutions that we can present to us, our generation, and the youth, and maybe the older generation can start to understand where we're coming from. Okay, it's just a difference of generations. That's all. And but I think our elders in our community, they're pretty understanding if you give them a chance. You see what I'm saying? Give the elders a chance. They're so cool, man. I'm telling you, you can learn a lot from them. Okay, and then incorporate it with a younger mind, like, period. That's what I'm doing. I I love my culture. Get into it. Learn more about it, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Bye. Say bye, BB.